So going away from your education and from your YouTube channel, let's talk about your job. You are currently working
Yeah,
in the industry. Is that correct?
yeah,
Perfect. Amazing. And what role are you working in as right now?
yeah. I'm currently working as a process consultant engineer in
Hmm.
Bentala and as a process assistant in Lapi ITB. Both of
Hmm.
them are the national engineering consulting company.
Amazing. One of the finest companies in Indonesia, and that's a great role that you have got yourself there. So talking about your
Yeah.
role, what is your daily work routine like as a proper chemical engineer in the field out there? I mean, if you were to summarize, what do you do in?
Okay. So, because I'm not a full-time employee yet,
Mhm,
my working hour is still flexible. I can
mhm,
work in during the day or during the night. It is up to
mhm.
me as long
Okay.
as the objective is fulfilled. So
Mhm,
I usually work during my leisure time because I also have class in my university, a
mhm,
lecture, so I cannot miss it. Also, of course, yeah, because I'm still a university student. So in a consulting company, each day you will facing new challenge and uh, new things that you will need to be solved.
mhm,
For example, today I'm handling the reactor, but the other day I might be handling the heat exchanger. So it
mhm,
is very, very diverse problems,
mhm,
and the client is sometimes not only coming from the oil and gas industry. It can be come from the pharmaceutical or
mhm,
maybe in the petrochemical. So you need to have a wide knowledge in all of the industry in order
mhm.
to solving the problems.
Well, that's interesting. That's amazing. If I can ask, so you are currently working with a consultancy company instead of working within company that have their own production, let's say.
Mm.
Uh, is there any specific reason you chose consultancy over looking for a specific one company position?
During my early years, especially as
Mhm,
an undergraduate student, consulting company is one of the easiest one to be approached. Why?
mhm,
Because there I think there are many small consulting companies.
mhm,
But if I work directly to the plant, I never see any small
mhm,
plant. Yeah. So
mhm,
and it is more harder to
mhm,
approach to the company. So I
mhm,
choose the consultancy company because it is
mhm,
easier to approach, and
mhm,
also like I said before, consultant learn a wide uh,
mhm,
industrial application, so I can learn more after I know what is the industry that I very like. I can choose that, and
mhm,
I will go to the company after I'm graduated.
mhm. Exactly. Well, that's very rightly said and very good way of thinking because consultancy really allows you to go and work with a very different type of industries and very different type of
Yeah,
people that could really help you explore your interests and the likes and dislikes and everything. So that's a very wise choice that you made there. Getting a job out there, it is a combination of some very strong hard skills and very good soft skills.
yeah.
If if you could choose, what would you choose as five hard skills that you need to be successful at your job right now?
So the hard skills are, I can say it is almost all knowledge, because as
Mm-hmm.
I said, uh, today you can handle the reactors, but tomorrow you can
Mm-hmm.
handle other section of the plan. So
Mm-hmm.
you should master yeah, the basics. And
Mm-hmm.
also the engineering sense, because in the work sometimes you have no much time to have a calculation and you need to validate, so you can validate it based on the engineering sense.
Mm-hmm.
Also knowledge on engineering report, datasheet variables, because the client companies send to us many reports from their
Mm-hmm.
plan, and we need to know if we want to looking for certain information, where should we
Mm-hmm.
look at.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we need to know how to make a presentation slides, because each week I should speak for the client, and I
Mm-hmm.
should prepare the presentation slides. And lastly is the ability to operate software or the knowledge to operate tools, because
Mm-hmm.
in solving industrial problems we require that.
Mhm. Okay, interesting. Thank you so very much for that. But a lot of times I have heard that from many other people, and I have myself experienced it, that to be successful in the industry, your soft skills tends to be quite a lot more important than your hard skills many times,
Yeah.
because you're working with so many of these non-engineering people, management people that don't know much about engineering. So
Yeah.
if you had to choose, what are the most important soft skills that you need to have?
So the first one, the most important one I can say is as communication, because
Mm-hmm,
as you said before, um, for example, if we want to present our results to operator, uh,
mm-hmm,
don't use words or the stuff that they don't understand, because they have
mm-hmm,
a different educational background with us. So
mm-hmm,
how we can communicate our results with the operator or with the business aspects, because they don't study engineering.
mm-hmm,
It is one of the hardest challenge right now in my job. And
mm-hmm,
also how to make decisions, how to make recommendations,
mm-hmm,
also how to speak to client, and problem solving skills. It is very important because I am paid because I solve problem, right? And
exactly.
lastly, analytical thinking.
Mm-hmm. That's that. Okay, exactly. That is something I really like what you said, that you're getting paid to solve the problem. So that's a skill that you need to
Yeah.
have. Uh, exactly. You can't be walking around asking all these questions to other people when you are the ones that have been assigned to solve these problems. But thank you so very much for that, Henry. You seem very happy and very satisfied with your current role.
Mm.
If you had to pick, what is the utmost best thing about your job right now as being a consultant?
Since I have an interest in simulation and
Mm-hmm,
optimization, my job is, for me, is the best place to
mm-hmm,
apply my interest.
mm-hmm,
Because in if you work directly at the floor, maybe you have less time to work on
mm-hmm,
simulation. As a consultant, you have more time to do it, and I
mm-hmm,
also have a chance to explore various kinds of problem in the industry that
mm-hmm.
widen my knowledge and experience in different industrial sector.
Interesting. That sounds amazing, and it's really great to see that you're very happy with your job and you're satisfied with where you are right now. So that's the most important part.
Yeah.
But you are a student right now. You are in your final year, and you still managed to get yourself a job. Not just a job, but actually a job that you love, a job within one of the finest industries, one of the finest companies in Indonesia. Could you tell us, for the people who are watching, for the other students, could you give us a little bit tips on how you made that dream come true? How did you make it possible?
Okay. Yeah. Engineering job for student is a very rare thing, mm, especially in Indonesia, and it is reasonable because company didn't trust in students that haven't
Mhm,
complete their studies. And until now, I never see a company hiring undergraduate student for technical position. That's the same thing with my experience. I never apply jobs directly for both of the two that I have mentioned before. Instead, people reaching me through LinkedIn and WhatsApp whether I'm interested to join their company. I
mhm,
can conclude two main things to get a job as a student. The first one is build a connection, because
mhm,
more connection means more chance to get employed. And
mhm,
the second one is you have a strong value that you can offer to the company. In
mhm,
my case, what I can offer to the company is I have expertise in simulation and optimization, and it
mhm,
can really help you to solve the problem. That is my
mhm,
selling point right now. And because if you have many connection but you have no value or skills, so what you are going to be paid for?
mhm,
You need to develop your value.
mhm. Exactly, exactly. I mean, it is not your degree that's getting the job, but it's your skill set that's getting the job.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't sharpen your skills and you don't show to the people that you are capable of doing the job, that you're not going to get anywhere without it. And that's very wisely said. Thank
Correct.
you, Henry. Final year of your undergrad, of your bachelor, and you're soon to be done in 1 year's time. What
Mhm.
have you planned ahead? Do you feel like you would like to study ahead for your masters or PhDs, or do you feel a bachelor's is good enough?
Currently, I'm planning to directly work in the industry after graduation because,
Mm-hmm,
as I said, I enjoy more in the practical aspect. Uh, to be honest, I'm not quite enjoy the theoretical stuff that I learned
mm-hmm,
from university. I
Mm-hmm.
mostly rebuild and looking for that practical aspects because I always want some one that I learned to be applied directly.
Mm-hmm.
So because I want to gain many practical experience, I think working directly in the industry is the best things for me.
That's interesting. That's amazing, and that is something that a lot of people agree on, because you're either a theoretical person or you are the practical person. And if you feel that you are much more hands-on, then it's better to go into the industry rather than going ahead for your masters or PhDs. It's great that you're also in track with the plan that you have chosen for your future, especially since you have a consultancy. So you are getting some very good hands-on experience, especially in the area that you would like to work in. So that's
Yeah.
great.
Thank you for listening. And if you have not done so already, remember to become a free member at Chemical Engineering Life. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for more upcoming podcasts with chemical engineers. Thank you and have a great day.